I'm Cole Sherwood, Vanderbilt grad, class of 2024, and this week I'm competing in the Simmons Bank Open here at Vanderbilt Legends. It's so cool to be back here. It feels like I'm at home. It's so great being around the other players and the coaches that I played with in college. And being back at Legends is special. We spent so much time here. It's a golf course that I know really well and that I love playing. And so it's a cool feeling to be back here and also playing in my first playoff event on the Korn Ferry Tour. It's really special. Yeah, it's really cool being in contention. You know, it's a very different feeling when you're playing for yourself versus a team. A lot of times when you're playing with the team, you can get momentum from your teammates. When someone else makes a birdie, it can fire you up to make birdies. When you're by yourself, you know, you're really reliant on creating your own momentum and then also not bringing yourself down with negative body language or self-talk. And so I've learned a lot about how I can, you know, go through a whole season in multiple events without getting down on yourself. You just have to pick yourself up and honestly be your own best friend in a way. I really enjoyed the South America stretch. I like traveling and seeing new cultures. Bahamas was definitely a cool box to check. I'd never been there before, so seeing the ocean and seeing the resorts was all really cool. But I loved Argentina, a lot of great steaks, and Panama was cool as well. So I just enjoy traveling down to South America. It's a huge advantage. I love this golf course, and it helps a lot knowing the flow of it, where your scoreable holes are, where your tougher holes are, which pins you can attack and where you can lay back to. And so I'm definitely going to rely on that experience to help guide me through the golf course, and hopefully it gives me a little advantage. Definitely hanging out with coaches and players. You spend so much time with your teammates when you're in college, and the coaches have so much of an impact on you. So coming back and seeing the next generation get started this season, it's really cool to spend time with them and hopefully help them out along the way. I think our brotherhood extends throughout college and into our professional career. And so the guys that I was only teammates with for 1 or 2 years, you know, we're really close out once we graduate. So it's really cool to have these guys out there just because we always have our own group of friends to eat with and to spend time with away from the golf course. So it makes the traveling a lot easier when you have those guys to surround yourself with. PGA Tour is a great program. You've seen so much talent come out already and make an impact on PGA Tour. And so it's proven itself as a good way of identifying the best talent and then getting those guys in the spotlight. For me personally, it was really cool because I got starts right out of college. And so I was able to get really good experience playing with professionals before Q school. And so I was better prepared going into Q school, which got me the card for this year. So without PGA Tour U, it would have been really tough to get status for this season. I wouldn't be here without Vanderbilt and Coach Limbaugh. He put me in shape and he helped turn me from a boy into a man. So I learned a lot about just how to navigate time management, how to practice efficiently when I get to a new course, what to look for when I prepare. And it's made such a big impact being on my own that he taught me so many things that I can really use to help navigate life as a human and not having, you know, the coaches to hold your hand throughout tournaments and throughout your time in college. Oh, it's unbelievable. I really can't believe that it came into existence as well as it has. You know, we can always dream about having all the things that professionals have in a college facility, and they actually nailed it. You know, we have the gym, we have the sonic hole plunge, such great common area to hang out and have a kitchen and a study and the lounge, and it's so much more than you can ask for. And so I'm really envious of these college guys that could spend 4 years in here and just foster good community and have everything they need to be the best. I would tell young guys to lean on their coaches and their teammates for help. A lot of times they can see weaknesses in your game that you may overlook. And so ask your coaches, hey, you know, what do you see in my game? What can I improve? Ask your teammates what makes them really good at whatever they're good at. So if you have a guy who's a great putter, ask them what they do to practice and how they've got to be really good at that part of their game.